Maybe you could give us some tips on helping people get started, like when they're developing new products, new services. Is there any mistakes that people generally make, or any tips you could give people starting out? Because you've talked about the need to create products. Whether you're a coach, that could be your high-ticket offer, but what other products can you create around that to kind of build that ladder, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to jump to, let's assume you already know what you're about to sell.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, here's a couple basic market questions. Is it a big enough market to provide an income that I want to make?
Mm-hmm.
So if I say I want to make $250,000, $500,000, $1 million a year, am I going into a market that is big enough for that? And if the answer is no, then you're creating a plan. You're not creating a plan. You have this idea.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, is anyone else doing it or something very, very, very similar that you can model, and I should have put in there successfully, that you can model what they're doing and iterate off of a model? And if the answer's no, then either you're the next Bill Gates or you've got a crappy idea and it's not going to work.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
Most people try, like, there's people, well, let's say that, and then how am I going to do it? Well, there's only so many ways to come to market, right? You create a widget, a product, an ascension value ladder. I'm not going to talk about that now. You guys can cover that, and I'm sure you have done in your other Hangouts. But I will cover this one thing. If you don't, the only thing that matters is, how do I create a reliable, how can I go to a reliable traffic source and buy ads to acquire customers, and then what does my conversion process look like, and can I profitably do that consistently?
Mm-hmm.
And in the early stages of a business, that is the gun to the head. Have to figure that out. Everything you study, because I'm already assuming you're an expert, so stop studying your expertise for 6 months and study that process.
Right.
Because once you crack that code, then you now knocked out 98% of the population who doesn't know that that right there is the biggest secret. Can I share one more thing?
Yes.
So when I go into a market, I will do this off of every business that is the most successful. So in the clothing business, we did this. In the supplement business, we did this. In the health media product business, we did this. I know what every top person in those markets are doing. I'll literally get a Camtasia or Jing, and we will become customers of all these people, and we'll see everything they're doing,
Mm-hmm.
like everything. So let's say combined, they've spent tens of millions of dollars building those businesses. Me and a free software with a credit card can go become a customer and replicate everything they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
So why wouldn't you do that? Well, because most people don't know this. And number two is, once they hear it, they're like, it can't be that easy. Well, that's what the pros do that no one else is doing.
Right. Yeah, I think people tend to want to think that their idea, they get inside of their own heads and get excited about their own idea and then just run. They don't take the time to look at the market, to look at some key factors, right? Like looking at your competitors, looking what copy they're using, what funnels they're using for their business, you know, their price points. You know, like you say, you can just go in there and screenshot every step of the way, buy their products, you know, and you can even refund it if you want, but buy their product, look at their whole funnel, how they're reaching people. I can't believe there's actually a website I think you can get on too. It's called SimilarWeb, I believe.
Yeah, similarweb.com. You can see
Yeah.
all this. Yeah, exactly. You can see all the similar competitors. So if you find one, you could stick that in there, find everybody else. Then we take it to another level, which, like, we go out, we look at their traffic, we look at their ads, we do everything. We'll go call their call centers, record the calls, get transcripts. The only other thing I'd say, guys, is that the other thing that probably a lot of businesses in the early phases do that I think's a mistake is they're going and looking for all the experts to help do their Facebook marketing, do their Pinterest marketing, build their funnel. The reason why I don't think that's a mistake later, but I think it's a mistake early because no one is going to do what I just explained to you. No one is going to work their butt off later night, go over 5 competitors. They're just going to nod and say, yeah, we understand the health market, or we understand that market, or we understand that bit. But there's distinctions that the 1% are doing that no agency is ever going to replicate on your behalf. It's very, very rare. And if someone disagrees with me, PM me, and then maybe we'll test you out.